Hi Damian, it's Daddy. I am away over in San Diego attending a school and I haven't seen you in a while. So I'm gonna read a book now so that you can replay it whenever you need. So the first book is called The Bear Ate Your Sandwich. So follow along with me. We can open up to the first page after all the delicious sandwiches. And you can see that it's by Julia Saccone-Roach. And the bear is standing here on his hind legs in the jungle. And he says, "By now, I think you know what happened to your sandwich." The bear ate it. But you may not know how it happened. So let me tell you. It all started with the bear. The morning air was warm and bright when the bear stepped out of his den. He stretched and he sniffed. The scent from ripe berries drifted toward him and led to a wonderful discovery. After a berry feast, the bear curled up in the sunlight and listened to the buzzing of the bees. Before long, he was asleep. By the time the bear opened his eyes, the buzzing had become rumbling. He was being quickly swept along like a leaf in a great river. The forest disappeared in those distance and high cliffs rose up around him. What's happening? Once the rumbling stopped, the bear found himself in a new forest. It was like nothing he'd ever seen. It looks like the bear is now in a city. The forest had many great climbing spots. There was good bark for scratching, and the mud squished very nicely under his feet. There were many interesting smells in the forest. It's a garbage truck. That's what he's smelling right here. It must smell really good. But some of the tastiest ones had already been found. It's a honeybee. Looks like they're selling honey. Looks like there's a raccoon in the trash compartment. Little kitties. Squirrels and birds. There's an old lady saying, "Nice kitty." Leafy green smells led the bear to new fun. And that's when he saw it. Look, he's in a park now. He stepped outside the city. There's a man walking his doggies up here. There's a little girl playing in the water. The bear is next to a boy in a swing. They seem to be having fun. But that's when he saw it. There it was. Look. Right there. That's what it is. And that's the bear looking at it from behind the bench. He waited to make sure no one saw him. Not even the sandwich. Before he made his move. Sneaky little bear. It was such a great sandwich. The bear loved it. But just as he was almost finished, he heard a sniff, snuffle, slobber, and snort just behind him. Turns out, he'd been seen. The bear was so surprised that he ran out of the park and down the street until he spotted a very tall tree. Look, all the doggies saw him eat that person's sandwich. That bear. From the top of the tree, the bear could see this forest. It was time to go home. The waves rocked the bear and he began to doze. So he climbed on a boat and now he's sailing back to the forest. When he opened his eyes, he heard the breeze and familiar branches and the birds and bugs' evening song. Well, the bear made it home just fine. So, that's what happened to your sandwich. The bear ate it. I saw it all. I tried to save your sandwich. I was able to save this little bit of lettuce here. The bear dropped it as he ran off, but I couldn't save the rest. I'm sorry to have to tell you this about your sandwich this way. But now you know. It's a little girl talking to her dog. Ruff, ruff, ruff. That's what doggies say because he wants a sandwich. Unfortunately, the little doggie only got a piece of lettuce because the bear ate it. Okay, so that's story number 1. I might have time to read one more. And this is called The Mouse Count by Ellen Stolwash. Look, it's little mice. One fine day, some mice played in the meadow. They were careful to watch for snakes. But when the mice got sleepy, they forgot about the snakes, and they all took naps. While they slept, a hungry snake went looking for dinner. On his way, he found a nice big jar. "I will fill this jar with dinner," he said. It wasn't long before he found the 3 mice, little, warm, and tasty, asleep. "First, I will count them, and then I will eat them up," said the snake. "Mouse count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. He dropped them into the jar, but he was very hungry. 3 mice were not enough. Soon he found 4 more mice, little, warm, and tasty, fast asleep. And he counted them. 4, 5, 6. 6 mice, and count them. 6. 7. But the snake was very, very hungry, and 7 mice were not enough. At last he found 3 more mice, little, warm, tasty, fast asleep. And he counted them. 8, 9, 10. 10 mice. 10 mice are enough. Now I'm going to eat you up, little, warm, and tasty, said the snake. Wait, said one of the mice. The jar isn't full yet. And look at the big mouse over there. The snake was very greedy. He hurried off to go and get the big mouse. And while he was gone, the mice rocked the jar one way and the other way, until over it went. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The little mice uncounted themselves and ran home. The snake reached the big mouse, but it was only a cold, hard rock. And when he got back, the jar was empty. And the mice got away. And that was Mouse Count. Well, those are 2 books that I'm going to bring back to you. And when I get done out here in San Diego, I'm going to be back home, and we could do piggyback rides, we can go high in the sky, or we could go play at the park, all you want. Okay, love you. Hopefully I see you soon. Be good to your mom. Hi, honey. Bye. Love you.